Respected Principal Sir, Sharma Sir, Devangan Sir, Coordinator Tiwari Sir, all our faculty members and all of our dear students. I am very happy to be present here and present my paper on ozone depletion. Myself, Dr. S.D. Mahar from RGPG College. Next, please. Who is operating the LCD? Next. Yeah. So, ozone depletion is also called Montreal Protocol. The Montreal Protocol, actually Montreal is the mega city in Canada. And there in 87, 16 September 1987, there was a top conference of global level, and there was a treaty signed by all nations of UNESCO members to control over the CFC producing materials, and that treaty is called Montreal Protocol. The commitment to control the CFC producing materials. Next, please. So, actually, ozone was discovered ozone layer was researched. Depletion was discovered in 1974 by Sherwood Holland and Mario Molino, and the discovery done by balloon flying and helicopters, and feel that the CFC production makes the ozone depletion, and they proved in the lab and their research laboratory experiments. So their research was so very impactful that in 1978 USA banned the CFC producing material in aerosol. Aerosol means the air particles which are flying in the air, and those aerosol cans means long container coming in ship. My God. And international travel, I mean. So that was banned by USA. Then in 1984, at Antarctica sky, the ozone depletion was discovered. And then we reached to the 1987 Montreal Protocol. I have discussed about that, the international treaty to ban on the CFC producing materials. So next, please. Next, please. Yeah. So Mario Molina and Sherwood Holland, along with this Fusion, also associated for the Nobel Prize in 1995. They got Nobel Prize. So these scientists have discovered the ozone depletion. Okay. Next, please. आगे बढ़ते जाए, जो करेक्ट हो जाए उसको छोड़ दीजिए. क्या ओजोन डिप्लेशन इज द important fact of sky science, that CFC means chlorofluorocarbon. So chlorofluorocarbons, chlorine gets separate on the sky, and that reacts with ozone and separates oxygen from ozone, and ClO, chlorine monoxide, is formed. Next, please. In this way, the ozone depletion takes place. This is the Earth atmosphere structure. There is up to 10 kilometers upper. There is troposphere, means atmosphere in which we live, and then after that, up to 10 kilometers. This should be 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers stratosphere. mesosphere, then 100 kilometer thermosphere, then 400 kilometers exosphere upper side, and after that there is out of our Earth planetary system. So next page. This is what I have taught, that the ozone is now formed two oxygen and one oxygen. This is molecule, this is atom, and making ozone, and it is up to 20 kilometer, after 10 to 30. So 20 kilometers thickness of ozone layer is there, and it is going to be depleted, discovered by Mario Molino. Okay, next please. Then this is the chemical character of ozone, that ozone is bluish colored gas, but far is not sky blue. Sky blue is by Raman effect. It can be contributed, but that is Raman effect. Okay, so don't be confused. And if ozone is here, found in bank of ocean, seashore. So at that place ozone is found, sir, and that is present space, and if it is concentration increase, then it will be pungent. Pungent means noxious smell, and concentration under 10 part per billion ppm can be okay, no problem. But after that, if the ppm rate is high, it is hazardous, means pollutant. It can cause skin disease and respiratory tract disease. Next please. So ozone depletion, I have already told it, that the chlorine atom can destroy. Here is important that 1 lakh, 3 to 5, 1 lakh molecule of ozone can be destructed by single chlorine molecule, atom or chloride ion. Okay, next please. So fluorocarbons and hydrochlorofluorocarbons and carbon tetrachloride and methyl chloroform, halogen, methyl bromide, all these are same of category to reduce the ozone layer. So we only study chlorofluorocarbon, but along with this, these all are associated along with the greenhouse gases and air pollutants, to what principal sir and respected sir have spoken here. Next please. So this is the chart of how the ozone depletion takes place, that how we are responsible for that, what we use fridge and refrigerator and fire burning protection instruments and carbides and even herbicides and pesticides. These produce emission of CFC halogens, and this chemical reaction takes place in the sky, and chloride ion and bromide ion will be produced, and these deplete to the ozone layer. So we have to say that less ozone is not problemful, but in high ozone layer, skin cancer can be, crop damage can be, immune suppression can be, and all these adverse effects on the health we can face. Next please. So this is the troposphere, means atmosphere, and here is ozone layer, and the CFC goes here at very less temperature. So this UV radiation, if it is cooled, so here it filters more and it makes hazardous to the people. Next page. Then it perhaps repeated. Next page. Next page. This is the principal step in the depletion of stratosphere ozone. I have described it, that emission takes place, then there accumulation takes place, which from where it goes transport to upper side, then conversion takes place, then chemical reaction takes place, that ozone over the globe is depleted, and so that we have to weigh all these CFC producing materials. Next please. Sure, these are ozone depleting substances, ODS. So CFC, then halogens, halogens means halogen having chemicals. Halogen, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. So other CFC, then carbon tetrachloride, methyl chlorophor, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, hydrochromofluorocarbons, and bromide and methyl bromide. All these materials are dangerous and producing CFC. Next please. So in air, by UV radiation, oxygen get reduced to the atom, and this oxygen atom is associated with atom molecule, that ozone. So this is in equilibrium form, and UV radiation is absorbed to make this equilibrium. So this takes place, and UV radiation is used in 20 kilometer width on the sky, upper the sky. Next please. So in 1995, Antarctica whole ozone hole was discovered. It is depicted here that these are ozone holes on the Antarctica. Next please. Then how we can base that refrigerator, solvent, propellant. Propellant are the mosquito repelling insecticide materials, and it produces ODS, ozone depleting agents, and that goes to stratosphere by turbulent mixing, and these halogens react with ozone and deplete it. Next please. Next please. So I think some are gone to deleted. But if we say that who is the discovery person, who is scientist for ozone depletion, so these names are Molina Morio, Sherwood Rowland, and Crutzen. Three scientists discovered ozone depletion. And here are further study that Madam Sandra Balindhem, she is scientist in Antarctica research lab, and head Jaki Nakajima. This is a scientist of Japan, Nakajima. And in India, Professor A.R. Ravi Shankara is the scientist of ozone depletion. He is working at Atomic Research Institute in India. Okay, so I am called here. Actually, I came before this for the practical work, and whenever I come here, stop to Sai Temple. This time I did not stopped there. So I am very thankful there is the starting prayer with the sign, and I am very thankful to all of you to call me for the very important topic of the current global issue. Although I am not scientist of ozone, I have not seen the ozone, and no work is there of my in ozone field of ozone depletion. But it is very important and significant thing. We can make ozone that when we do practical of photosynthesis, then incipient oxygen is coming out in photosynthesis practical. If we apply their UV radiation beam, so we can make ozone gas. And with this philosophy, I most thank you, all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you.